I love volleyball. I love the strategy and the teamwork. I play indoor volleyball, where the court is always clean, the air is controlled, and every movement feels precise. One day, after practice, as I grabbed my water bottle, I noticed something that caught my attention. A teammate threw hers away, even though it was barely used. Then another, and another. I started counting. At just one practice, we had thrown away more than 30 plastic bottles. That's when it hit me. And I'm not talking about the ball. Where does all of this plastic go? I decided to find out. What I discovered changed how I see water forever. My discovery process led me to various projects and actions. In my entrepreneurial course, where we brainstorm innovative ideas and come up with solutions, my group and I decided to fight for the environment by finding out more about plastic bottles. The problems we found were that those plastic bottles don't just end up in the garbage, but they end up in our oceans. Over 14 million tons of plastic enter the ocean each year. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, plastic waste, including bottles, make up a significant portion of marine pollution. This problem is not just affecting us, it is also affecting marine life, wildlife, and ecosystems. For example, sea turtles often mistake plastic bags for food. Another issue we discovered was that it is important to solve this problem because it is affecting our health. Microplastics are found in human blood. A 2022 study published in Environment International detected plastic particles in 80% of the blood samples tested, raising concerns about potential health effects. The next thing was the most surprising for me. Water pollution isn't just about dirty rivers or plastic in the ocean. It is one of the biggest impacts of climate change. Here's how. Most dumped plastic breaks down into tiny pieces called microplastics, which release harmful chemicals into the environment. Those chemicals poison marine life, contaminate our drinking water, and even enter our bodies. And it gets worse. When plastic is exposed to sunlight and water, it releases methane and ethylene, powerful greenhouse gases that trap heat in our atmosphere. That means that every plastic bottle we throw away is actually making the planet hotter. And here's something that impacts every single one of us. The ocean is our biggest climate protector, absorbing 90% of the heat caused by climate change. But polluted water can't regulate temperature properly, leading to stronger hurricanes, rising sea levels, and even more global warming. In other words, what we do with our water affects our entire planet. It was a wake-up call, something I couldn't ignore anymore. It wasn't just a distant issue, it was personal, urgent, and impossible to unsee. I believe that to accelerate climate change goals, the ocean must be a part of the solution. I researched more about what we can do to protect our future. I decided to ask experts, like process engineers, one of which is my dad, who is a process engineer in a desalination plant company. A desalination plant is a facility that removes salt and purifies seawater to make it safe for drinking. It works by using special filters to separate the salt from the water and provide clean drinking water to places where it's scarce. My dad explained that even though his team works every day to clean and purify water, it makes their job so much harder with all of the trash in the ocean. Now, for the record, they do clean it completely and turn the ocean water into the drinking water, but their job becomes a lot more challenging with all of the plastic to take care of. We can't just clean up the mess. We have to stop it from happening in the first place. Plastic bottles are among the top 10 most common items found in ocean cleanups, even more than plastic straws, grocery bags, and aluminum cans combined. I was even surprised to read that if you line up all of the plastic bottles thrown away each year, they could circle the Earth multiple times. The Ocean Conservancy reports that plastic beverage bottles are consistently one of the most collected items during their annual international coastal cleanup. Approximately 1 million plastic bottles are bought worldwide every minute. To understand how big this issue truly is, there is an enormous mass of floating plastic in the Pacific Ocean. It is twice the size of Texas, and it continues to grow. And that is only one of many examples. So, how can we protect our ocean, our marine life, our health, and our planet as a whole and make it safe for future generations? This is where we can all be a part of the solution. First, switch to reusable bottles. When I expressed my concern in my volleyball group, I noticed that people switched from plastic bottles to reusable ones. If every athlete at my school used a refillable water, we'd save thousands of plastic bottles every season. Next, pick it up. Whether it's outside the gym, in the parking lot, or at the beach, picking up just 5 pieces of trash can keep plastic out of our water. Whenever I see a plastic bottle on the ground, I know where it will end up if I don't pick it up. Lastly, support innovation. Solutions like the one I'm working on only make an impact if people care, support new ideas, and be a part of the change. Imagine a future where clean drinking water isn't a privilege, but a guarantee, where no one has to worry about what's in their drinking water, where oceans and lakes can heal instead of suffer. I'm working on a solution, but one or a few people aren't enough. We need ideas, action, and commitment from everyone. So I'm asking you, join my team. Be a part of the ripple effect that saves our water and our future. That future is possible, but only if we act now and only if we act together. Thank you.